This is the second poem I wrote in the sequence. I thought I would just write a few of these tribute poems, but I wrote 132. But this is the second one. Ode to the Maggot. Brother of the blowfly and Godhead, you work magic over battlefields and slabs of bad pork in flap houses. Yes, you go to the root of all things. You are sound and mathematical. Jesus Christ, you are merciless with the truth. Ontological and lustrous, you cast spells on beggars and kings. Behind the stone door, a Caesar's tomb, or split trench in a field of ragweed. No decree or creed can outlaw you as you take every living thing apart. Little master of earth, no one gets to heaven without going through you first. Lust. If only he could touch her, her name like an old wish in the stop weather of salt on the snail. He longs to be words juicy as passion fruit on her tongue. He'd do anything, dance 3 days and nights to make the most terrible gods rise out of the ashes of the you. 2, step from the naked fray to be as tender as meat imagined off the bluegill's pearlish bones. He longs to be an orange, to feel fingernails run a seam through him. Euphony. Hands make love to thigh, breast, clavicle, will to each other through the keyboards, searching the whole forest of compromises till the soft engine kicks in, running on honey. Dissidents worked into harmony, even-handed as Art Tatum's plea to the keys, like a woman and man who have lived a long time together. They know how to keep the song alive, wordless epics into the cold night, keepers of the fire. The right hand lifts like the ghost of a sparrow, and the left uses every motionless muscle. Notes divide, banishing each other, love and hate tattooed on the fingers. I should say it took me 14 years to write about my experiences in Vietnam. I'm going to read some of those poems. Camouflaging the Camara. We tied branches to our helmets. We painted our faces and rifles with mud from a riverbank. Blades of grass hung from the pockets of our tiger suits. We wove ourselves into the terrain, content to be a hummingbird's target. We hugged bamboo and leaned against a breeze off the river, slow dragging with ghosts from Saigon to Bangkok, with women left in doorways, reaching in from America. We aimed at dark-hearted songbirds. In our way station of shadows, rock apes tried to blow our cover, throwing stones at the sunset. Chameleons crawl our spines, changing from day to night, green to gold, gold to black. But we waited till the moon touched metal, till something almost broke inside us. VC struggled with the hillside like black silk, wrestling iron through grass. We weren't there. The river ran through our bones. Small animals took refuge against our bodies. We held our breath, ready to spring the L-shaped ambush as the world revolved under each man's eyelid. You and I are disappearing. The cry I bring down from the hills belongs to a girl, still burning inside my head. At daybreak she burns like a piece of paper. She burns like foxfire in a fire-shaped valley. A skirt of flames dances around her at dusk. We stand with our hands hanging at her sides while she burns like a sack of dry ice. She burns like oil on water. She burns like a cattail torch dipped in gasoline. She glows like the fat tip of a banker cigar, silent as quicksilver, a tiger under a rainbow at nightfall. She burns like a shot glass of vodka. She burns like a field of poppies at the edge of a rainforest. She rises like dragon smoke to my nostrils. She burns like a burning bush driven through a god-awful wind. The title of this poem is Thanks. Thanks for the tree between me and a sniper's bullet. I don't know what made the grass sway seconds before the Viet Cong raised his sunless rifle. Some voice always followed, telling me which foot to put down first. Thanks for deflecting the ricochet against that anarchy of dust. I was back in San Francisco, wrapped up in a woman's wild colors, causing some dark bird's love call to be shattered by daylight, when my hands reached up and pulled a branch away from my face. Thanks for the vague white flower that pointed to the gleaming metal, reflecting how it is to be broken like mist over the grass as we played some deadly game for blind gods. What made me spot the monarch on a single thread tied to a farmer's gate, holding the day together like an unfingered guitar string, is beyond me. Maybe the hills grew weary and leaned a little in the heat. Again, thanks for the dead hand grenade tossed at my feet outside Chulai. I'm still falling through its silence. I don't know why the intrepid sun touched the bayonet, but I know that something stood among those lost trees and moved only when I moved. I said I wouldn't write about Vietnam anymore, and I was teaching at Stanford at the time, and I had to do a 12 o'clock presentation, and I woke up that morning